Hi everyone, I'm Alison, National Director at SASW. We're drawing World Social Work Month to a close, and this week it's been the turn of SASW to put on the celebrations and the events. This short film shows you what we got up to. We addressed some serious topics: racism, the future of social work in upcoming government policy, and we talked about what social workers need from employers, colleagues and the professional association to be able to remain healthy and energised so that we can keep doing the work that we care about. Whilst the topics were challenging and we certainly learnt a lot from coming together, we also had fun and some really enjoyable moments. Here's what happened.
My interaction with social workers, I think, happened about when I was 2 months old. I was born with a disability, and so I had a social worker allocated to me really from birth all the way through my school years, and saw the benefit of that social worker and the help that they were able to give me. For me, it's a funding issue. It's what is your priority, and it's getting that money into the local authorities so that they can employ the appropriate number of social workers.
Overstretched social workers will essentially lead to worse outcomes for the people that are in their care. I mean, it is really quite simple. So ultimately what we need to do is stop defaulting to cutting local government budgets. But we must also put, I think, local government on a sound footing. We need to, I think, reform local government taxation, so we have a fairer form of taxation, and get rid of the regressive council tax, which has been pledged many times before, but that has to happen. And I think local government needs certainty in their finances so they can plan ahead, and so that they're not going essentially crisis to crisis, year to year in their annual budgeting.
I've been really struck by the old adage that social workers are like airplanes, that you only ever hear about the ones that crash, the mistakes that are made. And actually it belies the fact that in our communities, day in, day out, there is amazing, really high quality social work happening.
As I said, my party have had a long-term commitment to a national care service because we'd like to see parity of esteem with the National Health Service.
I mean, what's more difficult? Being a social worker and MSP, and to me there's not really much contest. It's being a social worker, and we'll perhaps come to some of the challenges later on. More forums like this, a cross-party group that you've mentioned, and social workers' voices being heard right in every aspect of the Scottish Parliament.
A stronger voice in the Parliament, and I think the formation of a cross-party group would be a very sensible and helpful step forward.
As part of SASW's World Social Work Week activities, I was privileged to be able to attend the hustings. This was a fantastic event. We were able to hear directly from all of our political parties about their commitment to working towards a more socially just society in Scotland. I'm extremely grateful to have been afforded the opportunity to ask them directly about their views on the working conditions for social workers in Scotland, and reassured by their acknowledgement of the vital role that we play in society.
What a privilege it was to contribute to the organisation and the discussion around SASW Anti-Racism Roundtable. It was good to see and to understand that there is a problem here and have that conversation about what are we going to do about it. Here is hoping that social work in Scotland will begin to be more inclusive, and that those with a minority ethnic background will start seeing that the SASW is there to speak for them and to support them when they are in difficulties.
Because focusing on just getting through, it will actually makes it harder to do so. But if we focus on doing the best thing we can, getting the best results we can in difficult circumstances and supporting one another in doing that, then it actually gets a little bit easier.
And it might be about trying to find a sense of achievement more in the process than the outcome. It's about doing your best ethical practice regardless of the outcome, but of course celebrating positivity when that does happen.
You're on mute, Jeremy.
Alison, you muted yourself.
Sorry, Alex. On to Alex. Sorry.
Happy end of World Social Work Week here in Scotland. Thank you to everyone who took part or helped organise events. I really enjoyed meeting with other social workers to challenge ourselves at our roundtable about how to be actively anti-racist, but also at our hustings events to get the opportunity to ask our politicians how they're going to prioritise social work and those we support. So let's keep the conversation going, and please support our manifesto. Thanks.